Como é que é, pessoal? Bem-vindos novamente ao Undergrounds Voice ao vivo. Hoje tenho o prazer de receber aqui os In Element. Guys, thank you so much for being here. It's a huge honor for me to meet you, to receive you at Undergrounds Voice. Welcome to Portugal, and thank you for receiving here at your small place today. You guys are...
Thank you for inviting us to the interview, so we really appreciate that.
My pleasure, my pleasure. You guys are touring with Nile and Christian. So I was being to share the stage with these two monsters of death metal, and how important this is for your career.
Well, we were thinking about that, because everything kind of happened effortless. We were thinking we have this opportunity, and we never thought it. When we were working on the new album, we thought, okay, what can we do to be, in a proper tour, and suddenly this happened. Actually, we closed the deal with the agency when we only knew that Nile was going to be the Nile's tour.
Yeah.
And then they said, okay, we have to confirm the second band, and actually they confirmed Christian. And it's awesome, because Christian is from Brazil. We don't consider like we have a nation or a nationality.
Yeah.
But we can say that technically speaking, we are from South America as well. So it was really cool to two bands from South America and touring at the same time. So Nile and Christian, man, they have so many years, so many albums. We have been around for 10 years, but not in that level that Christian and Christian and Nile have been working on. But I mean, it has been awesome, man. Yeah, it's just amazing. We are learning a lot. I mean, even I think that when you are on that level on Christian and Nile, you always can learn something new.
Sure.
But this is kind of the first. I mean, we have been touring for 10 years, but this is kind of 36 days in a row.
Yeah.
So it's a different type of exercise and learning. So I mean, fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, it's awesome. And Victory or Defeat, the new album, is a new beginning for the band as well.
Yeah.
As a three-piece band.
Yes.
So, what made you go to from 5 to 3 elements, and what can you expect about this lineup?
It's a cool story, actually. It's all about relationships. Like when you have like a relationship with your couple, it doesn't happen in the band, and sometimes you just broke up because you fight and because you don't want to kill the other person.
No, it's different.
Yeah, it's a different mindset.
Different mind.
Yeah,
it's a different mindset. What happened is that in Element always was like a 5 pieces band. The first album was a 6 pieces. We have keyboard woman, and everything kind of started to change, and we maintained the 5 pieces band for many years. But we have prior the pandemic, we have this show with Killswitch Engage, supporting them in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and we have a really kind of nasty fight with the promoter because most of the promoters in South America. Now, I won't say that. At least one, and was that promoter that was working with us and we Killswitch Engage. He was like a motherfucker's comeback, so we had a fight, and that kind of ended up that some members of the band were kind of in different sizes, from their side and our side.
Yeah.
Regardless that, to don't go in the insides, they decided to go, and I decided to David that he was before he joined the band, he was the sound engineer. I said, look, and he was already playing with the bass, right? So I said, look, if we're going to continue this, we have to do it like really different. The mindset, kind of the feeling, everything has to be different, and we're going to do something different musically speaking as well.
Yeah.
We fucking did it, man. And we said we have to kind of synthesize everything in a 3 pieces band on tour. I am the guitar player and the vocalist, but on tour I just try to sing because I don't know, I just want to be concentrated on that. It's too much work just playing.
Exactly.
So I don't know, we didn't thought about it, it just happened, that happened, and actually it was really natural, and everything kind of ended up be kind of effortless, about the recording and the whole thing. So
yeah. And how's been feedback about this new album?
The feedback?
The feeling is amazing. Man.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I mean, in Element, it's not that type of band that is death metal, technical death metal, or we try to have our own personality. When actually that happens, maybe you will have different type of comments, right? Regardless that
Yeah.
we are just trying to be honest on the stage, on the lyrics, on the words, sorry, on the music. So, for example, on this tour, that we don't fit exactly in the Nile and Christian type of style, just visually speaking, musically speaking, music wise. So regardless that, many people came to us like, man, I really like your band, and it's difficult sometimes to open their mind, in this
Yeah.
type of, because the people that came to this type of concert, they like technical death metal. I mean, Nile is fucking technical death metal
It
with
is.
the best drum player in the fucking world. So suddenly we appear with some, kind of beats and electrical or sorry, more industrial stuff. So it's kind of difficult. But so far I think that this album was the album that I always wanted to do in my 22, 23 years career. So I'm really happy about that.
It's a great album. It's a great
Thank
album.
you, bro.
Thank you.
And so much has already been done in music that it becomes really difficult to do something different nowadays. And victory or defeat is definitely the proof that it's still possible, because it's probably one of the weirdest albums I ever listened, and it's a good thing. Was this your intention to create something new, something different?
I don't know. I mean, when we started to compose and writing the album, so there was different. I mean, actually, I think that type of foundation, it was always there on Element. The thing is that we didn't approach it in a simplistic way, and really, what I say, the best business that you can have in music business is honesty. So that's what I try to do on the album, from the words and the type of music. Um, you say, for example, it's difficult to do something new. It's not difficult. The thing is that you have to change your mindset a little bit. I mean, if you think about how much music we can do as a human being, or like an entity, is just endless. So
Yeah.
for me, it's not that difficult. The thing is that we are just capturing this small box in everything. The society, the way that we think, the way that we talk, the perception that we have about the universe, the nature, the world, the black and white, the nationalities, everything. So we are really kind of, I don't know, just in a small box. Go out of the box is just a decision that you can make in a split second, right? But you have to make it. I mean, you have to do kind of journey to that, and my intention was to do that. That's why we are in this tour.
This too, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the reason. I mean, this is the consequence. This is the consequence of that we did something slightly different. We didn't reinvent the wheel, something like that. We just did something slightly different. And my idea from the beginning was, look, if we are going to do this, yes, we have to say something to help the other people. So maybe that's more related to the lyrics, for example.
Yeah. In my opinion, it's not an easy listening album. I think it's a grower. You need to, because it's hard to understand. Maybe it's hard to understand the album on the first or second audition. You need to listen that several times to see some details, to discover new things.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
Well, I think that for sure some of the tracks are kind of easy to listen. But as a whole, yeah, I mean, in Element always have been that type of band you have to digest a couple of times.
Yes, yeah.
And then you say, oh, cool, it's cool, this one. I think that the breaking point in Element is just when we play live. That's the real thing. I think that the album is good, the lyrics is good, the sound is good,
The video is
the
cool.
videos are kind of
Yeah.
the whole
photography.
visual aspect, the photography, kind of the visual approach is fine. But any band is what they do. We are what we do, and the artist is what they paint, what they play. And so if you have a band, you are what you do on stage. So I think that in Element, kind of is kind of it's the approach is real when we play live. So if you don't know that, you are just a good musician with a computer. You know?
Can be, yeah.
It happens. I'm not saying that there's a lot of people that they just want to record their album, on their home or their studio, and then that's it, But the action of the musician, is when you are on stage. So.
And this new era of the band also brought a different visual approach, like we can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were kind of thinking one day it was like 2 in the morning. I was a little bit drunk, and he called me like, "Man, I have this idea to do like a bunch of videos with mass, kind of the BDSM approach." And I say, "Okay, what is that?" And suddenly he said, "I like it," So I said, "Okay, if we're going to do it, we have to really go into that zone or that type of lifestyle about sex and pleasure." And really kind of dig it, and put it on visual, a visual aspect. And we tried it, and I think that we did some kind of stuff like in a proper way. And in life, I don't know. I play like my whole life with a mask, and this tour I'm playing with a mask, and it's like it switched my fucking alter ego,
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm going to play, one more time without the mask. I feel comfortable right now. I don't know what happened. So yeah. I think that's fine. It's not like there's so many reviews on this tour. Like they are trying to do something like a Slipton. No.
No.
It's
Nothing to do with it.
way too different. It's about this type of sexual activity and and all what that entails. So and the videos are related to that. Some of the lyrics as well. So that's kind of what we're doing. That doesn't mean that we're going to wear masks for whatever a number of albums that we're going to have, but right now this is the type of idea or artistic vision that we have right now.
And it fits with the music, so
I think I don't know how that happened because we didn't thought. Actually, we recorded the album and then we came up with this idea. So it happened because it meant to happen.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. And finally, thank you so much for being here. Huge honor for me to meet you and to receive you here. So, any last words for the Portuguese fans?
Yeah, this is not the first time that we have been playing here, at least in Portugal, because we did a tour in 2008, a European tour with Negura Bunget, that is a black metal band. Yeah, actually that tour was the last tour that they did with the original lineup. It was fucking amazing. We learned a lot. We play in Portugal, in Goa, right? So this is the second time that we are here, but we are different persons. So in many different ways. All what I can say is thank you. I mean, to all the artists that are out there. This is kind of cliche, but I was reading the other day an interview from Nergal from Behemoth. I didn't like what he said, so I'm going to.
How about the new bands?
To
start a new band. Yeah.
I was talking with
Vocalist.
the Christian vocalist, the lead singer. It was kind of weird, I kind of thinking that the whole week on that statement. So, if something is going to change slightly our society, it's going to be the artist. So we have to keep that in mind.
Yes.
And another thing is that all the humankind, we are artists because we can create from the thin air. What happens is some of us maybe would practice it a little bit more, but we all are artists. So everything tends to evolve. Nothing remains still in the universe. So the artists are the persons that are going to help to that happen. So keep doing fucking music, motherfuckers.
Yes,
Thank you very much. We are on tour. We have like a bunch of videos. We have we have a record label that is selling the CDs and the vinyl.
Exactly.
MMO on France. So go to the shop, support the band. Whatever you want to do, that's fine. We really appreciate. We are on tour with Nile and Christian. If you have the opportunity to see us on the stage, you are welcome. And thank you very much to you all.
Malta, in Element na Undergrounds Voice, mantenham-se atentos, nós voltamos em breve.
Yep.